In this video, I want to talk about detaching from the physical and attaching to other things. Lately I've been having some really profound lessons in life. Like uh, right now, I'm at the beginning of a new sun cycle. I'm also at the beginning of a new Jupiter cycle and a new Saturn cycle. I just had a bunch of planets leave my 12th house. And these really powerful planets, they're all together. I think Neptune's in my 12th house. My not 12th house, my first house too. So I have a lot of planets in my first house. First house is about personality. It's about new new stages in life. It's about new energy. It's about new everything, new experiences. It's about fresh starts. So I have a bunch of uh, planets there, and when I had like a bunch of planets in my 12th house, I 12th house is like it isolates you. It really puts you into deep reflection. It's kind of like a purgatory. It's like shedding the place where you shed your skin in order to be the new animal that you need to be. And the 12th house it's not a happy place if you've not been living the way that you should. It's not a happy place. But if you have, then the transition should be pretty smooth for you. But anyways, I got some really deep, profound lessons through that 12th house, and I took heed to what I caught, what I could see while those lessons were being given to me. And at first, they were I felt they were kind of harsh, but as I got used to it felt better. I began to understand, and it began to feel good. Those lessons were really empowering for me. I caught what they meant. And like right now, I just mentioned that a lot of my planets just recently this year, moved into my first house. And usually that indicates like a actual physical move, which hasn't happened for me yet, but it's still early. So a move could be in the upcoming future, soon to come. I don't know yet, and when it comes, I'll be welcome. Won't try to fight anything, just go with the flow and then enjoy it and let it be new experiences, and just really welcome it. Don't resist anything. And one major thing that I picked up on and I learned was realizing that this body is temporary. It does not belong to me. Um, a lot of these things that I've attached myself to, my country of origin, my my physical body, my identity, they're temporary. And I mean, temporary is good. It makes you appreciate something. If we knew that we would live forever, we probably wouldn't care anymore. That's what makes life so beautiful, knowing that it's temporary. If it was permanent, no one would care. it wouldn't be worth living if it were permanent. Or anything that the things that we have that they're all temporary. If they were permanent, we wouldn't care about them anymore. So I've been really getting some deep lessons about detaching myself from a lot of things that I feel that they truly are me, such as being black. I've really given myself a lot of thought about, that's it's not. I don't want to just be be black. I don't want to just be like this type of person. I don't want to, just, do this type of thing and just, put myself completely into a box. It's boring. Isn't it boring? And, it's really, if you ever pay attention to people who really, really strongly cling to like an identity or some type of who identity or persona that they want to just keep forever. I guess it served them well for a certain point, and they just want to keep it forever. But when it gets stripped away, and it's gonna get stripped away, it's just a matter of time. That just increases the amount of pain that you're gonna endure when it gets stripped away and you no longer have it. So I kind of look for ways to transcend like these bunch of labels that are put on me, that I've put onto myself, and that society has put onto me as well, that I've accepted. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's it's cool to be black. It's cool to be American. It's cool to be a man. And I have to enjoy these labels and these temporary illusions as long as I have them. And I have to take them seriously as long as I have them, but not too seriously. Not so seriously to the point where I think that they're going to be around forever and I just go out of my mind when they're stripped away. And, it's inevitable. So I've been really making some deep psychological changes in how I perceive everything. And one one change that is very obvious, aging. No matter who you are, no matter how attached you are to things in life, age will show you. It will put anyone in their place. It'll show you that this is temporary. You take it seriously, but understand that it's temporary. So you take it seriously while you have it, you appreciate it while you have it, but also appreciate other people's temporary identity while they have it. I think a lot of us miss that part. And I guess a way to influence people and get people to see things that way, and the way I'm talking now, my way, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of you don't, you think differently, and it's likely by design. Some of us are meant to be really embedded into the physical. Some of us are meant to be really embedded in the spiritual. Some of us are meant to be embedded in our words. Our words are what mean the most to us. Some of us are meant to be embedded in our physical nature. You know, that we all have predispositions to be really attached to, certain parts of us. And I guess by those designs, we will all be a little bit different. And I respect that. If that's you, if yours is different from mine, I respect that. But I make the video in hopes that, we realize that, everyone has something different. Everyone brings something to the table. And if we respect one another's part that's brought to the table, it can make the experience so deep, and everyone can gain from everyone else. And even in life, like here, I live abroad. I live overseas, and I I've had since I had like a bunch of planets in the 12th house, so it gave me a lot of time to think and be alone, and really focus on my other gifts, my other talents that I've been ignoring because I've been just in the physical world too much. Focusing on things that bring me pleasure versus things that give me a diverse array of experiences that will benefit me in the future of this life and in the future of other lives, if that's where we go. So I say all of that to, I guess, to say that, there's more to us than just this. This should be appreciated, but there's so much more. There's so much more beyond this world and the things that we see and wake up to every day. While I had all of the planets in the 12th house, I came to this realization, and the realization that I came to was that I had like a sudden flash of insight of how temporary everything is. So I began to look into myself, and I erased like all of the identity stuff that I've attached myself to so strongly throughout my existence so far here. And once I start wiping the things away, and really I didn't wipe that many things away. I'm talking like, when I say wipe things away, I'm talking like my physical body, my attachment to material things, wealth, things like this. Once I removed all those things away, and I said, okay, what else is there? There has to be more to this. And it seemed like that there was nothing. It seemed like that was it. But I kept going. I kept thinking about it, and I kept looking, and I kept trying. And there were a lot more things that could be developed, that could be taken further. And I suddenly realized that this physical stuff, even though it's important, the physical body, it's important. And because it's temporary, that's why it's so important. That's why it's so precious, because there's a time limit on it. But I realized that was a very, very small percentage of what's available to us to develop, to have, to gain, to use, to be. And I guess the message I want to put out, especially to people that are advancing in age, I guess the further in age you are, you've lost more. So you have no choice but to learn other things. Because if you don't learn other things, life will get really, really miserable and meaningless. So you have to become better in other ways. And that's the forced realization that I got through all of this. And whether you've come to these realizations or not, whether you've been brought to this point in life where it's just made just super apparent to you, and it's really just been pushed in your face to where you can't ignore it anymore. You know why? I'm just giving a reminder. You can have a head start on it if you're not at that point. And there's so much more to have, so much more to be, so much more to gain. And I guess I say all of this to say, be more than your physical body. Be more than the labels that are put on your identity. I mean, a lot of it is just here to keep us separated anyway. And if a lot of people, if you present this idea, this type of thing out to the world, people are so stuck on their identities, they won't be able to relate to you. But you can set the example, and positivity and good things are contagious, especially something like this that's so powerful, because you will have so many gifts will come with it, so much empowerment will come with it, that people won't help but to see the gain that you've gotten, and they'll realize how positive everything has become for you for taking that route. So I hope, I don't want to preach too much. Just, had that on my mind. I had this really deep sun gazing session, and I've really set my mind free, if you know what I mean. And I got like a tremendous amount of insight, so I decided to make this video for that reason. And some of you probably won't know what I mean, but some of you do know exactly what I mean by that. That I have really set my mind free at the moment. But thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I love you. And y'all take care out there. And please like, share, subscribe if you're not subscribed. And so much more to talk about. This video was spontaneous, and it's not the usual, but it came to me. So here it is. Thank you. Bye.